Triple G and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are doing some DIY. Yeah, DIY. I was about to say it's a DIY. And I'm gonna show you guys how to create some scar wax from scratch. A little bit something that I picked up over the years of doing special effects makeup, and I think you guys will enjoy. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first I'll be showing you guys what all you'll need. All you'll need today is some Vaseline or any kind of petroleum jelly, some all-purpose flour, and a bowl. Oh, and something to stir it with. I will be using my spatulas today. I'll have that linked down in I'll have that linked in the description below. Everything else you can just buy it, heck, even from the dollar store or off Amazon. But yeah, let's get into it for real this time. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. So we're gonna start right off with our petroleum jelly or Vaseline. And there's not really a specific amount you'll need. It's just depending on how, like, what you're using it for and how big of whatever you are making is going to be. So it's really just based off of your needs specifically. I'm not going to be making too much today because this is just a tutorial and I don't need a whole bunch of this made at the moment, especially because I don't have a jar with a lid. You don't really want to make this without something to like really close it up and seal it up, or it'll just dry out and it won't do what you need it to do. Alright, and now we're going to get right into the flour. Don't pour too much of this at once. You want to like work your way into it, and especially since I don't have much right now, that I'm not making much right now, I need to be careful before I add too much. So very little at a time, guys. And then what you're just going to do, you're going to give it a good mix. When you're making more of this, it will be easier to mix, but as a whole, this is a lot of mixing, guys. A lot of mixing, because when you're dealing with real scar wax, it's like a Play-Doh type consistency that's like sticky enough to like, of course, stick to your skin. So yeah, we're really trying to successfully get to that Play-Doh-y type of texture, not too crumbly like you're baking, because we're not baking, but more like in between crumbly and Play-Doh. And as you're going through and mixing, just every now and then touch it to see how it feels. If it's too sticky, it's not enough flour. So keep mixing and add flour to your mixture, little at a time, because you would rather have too little flour and be able to add than too much. But then again, if you do put too much flour, just add some more Vaseline or petroleum jelly to your mixture. And we're gonna touch. Still too sticky. Keep on going for it. Make sure, like how you see I have a towel down here under everything, make sure you have that down, because this can get really messy, especially with the flour, and you don't want it on all your stuff, of course. This right here, guys, actually is a great example of when you have too much flour. You see how it's crumbly, it's not sticking together, it looks like biscuits. Like, we don't want biscuits. Grab a different spatula so that you don't like get all that like stuff in your petroleum jelly. And we're just gonna add some more, not too much, because then you'll just be adding more flour. Alright guys, now that we have the right consistency right here, it's not too dry, it's not too wet, of course, like wet as in like sticky, Play-Doh-y, exactly how we want it. Very smooth. Like when you do this, you see how it's smooth and can blend out. It's not going to be as smooth as your regular scar wax, your actual scar wax, but especially for a DIY, we loving it. So we're going to take a little bit like so, And you see, as I'm rolling it in my hands right here, as I'm rolling it in my hands right here, it's not too sticky in my fingers, and it's not, you know, like it's not lifting when I do this. If you can see, it's molding like as it should. So all right, now I'm going to do a demonstration for you guys. I added a little bit in the ball. I'm going to roll it out like so. And once it's rolled out, just like how you would do your traditional scar wax, I like to do this a little bit and do your blending. I would do it with my spatula, but I currently have it enveloped in Vaseline. So your fingers would do just fine. And also just a tad bit of Vaseline on your fingers will also help you to blend this as well, just like regular scar wax. And as you can see, it's blending right into my skin just how we want it. And of course, if I'm using it for my like if I were to use it here or something, I would put body paint or face paint or even foundation on the top of this to blend into my skin tone. I've never actually tried mixing in a color into this so it's already my skin tone, because you know when you start mixing a little bit too much of different stuff, it changes the whole consistency, and we want it to be this consistency or about as close as you can get it. Because when I first started learning, it's gonna have a little bit of excess right here like regular scar wax. When I first started learning this, it took me a couple of tries to get it better and better, of course. And some days, even now, I get a better, like today was actually a really good consistency, and maybe tomorrow it'll be like too sticky or something. So just practice makes better, you know? So keep trying, keep practicing, and it will get better, I promise you guys. But this is our final product, just like actual scar wax. Here is a close-up of what I just did on a different camera, of course. See how it's like a nice blend, and it's stuck there. It's good. We love that. We absolutely love that. I love that. But yeah, hold on, let me take away that bump. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I love this do-it-yourself scar wax, especially like maybe you accidentally ran out and you didn't realize you didn't have enough for a specific look. You could even make bone from out of this. I will put a picture up right here or right here so that you can see. And that big thick piece of like bone is this stuff. So you could do a lot with it, of course. But yeah, this was my homemade scar wax. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys learned something great and helpful. And also, I will be playing House of Ashes with my first collab. I am extra excited. I can't wait for my audience to meet her. She's a great YouTuber, and that'll be coming soon. So a lot coming to the channel, and I'm excited, and I hope you are too. But until next time, let me go clean up, and bye.